Cool.
I think we're good.
We're good?
So, whenever you're ready, you know
the spiel by now.
You know the
Yeah.
drill. Or at least you better.
God, you're like threatening me with a gun. Hi, I'm Jon Gollner, and this is my VH stack. There are far too many movies in this room that your eyes kind of glaze over everything. But I did see over here, let's start off real strong. We'll take the Rugrats movie.
Oh, yes.
This movie is insane. Is, you know, the cartoon show where it's like, oh, these babies go on an adventure every week. And then for a feature film, what if there's a new baby and then we lose all the babies in the woods? There's also an insane musical number with all the babies in the nursery at the hospital that is very fun. And of course, shout out to the orange VHS tape. Just a classic of 90s cinema. Ben-Hur. I'm not actually going to take this one. We were talking about it before. I heard that over 100 horses died while filming this movie. And it's one of the reasons that the American Humane Society started getting involved with cinema productions and putting the disclaimer of no animals were harmed during the making of this film. They were on this one. So I'm going to put that back because you got to respect animal lives.
Imagine seeing that at the end credits of a movie.
Yeah.
Where, like, okay, the songs come through, special thanks, and then animals were harmed
Yeah.
in the making of this movie.
We did some really kind of horrific things during the making of this movie. Ooh, a whole Steven Seagal section. We love that. We go Miracle on 34th Street. This was one of my mom's favorite movies. Grew up watching it every year with her and my dad, who, was also there. But it's one of those movies where I hadn't seen it in years, since I was a kid, and then watched it with my wife last year, and it's like, oh wow, this actually holds up completely. It's just a solid movie. It's great, like old Hollywood drama. Just a really fun movie that, has the whole meaning of Christmas and all that, but is also just exactly what you want out of those old Hollywood movies with the kind of screwball dialogue, and the courtroom scenes are great. So shout out to Miracle on 34th Street, the original, not the remake. Oh, Clueless. Just a classic 90s movie. The thing that introduced Paul Rudd to the world, which we're all better for that national treasure getting the spotlight that he's gotten. Alicia Silverstone, incredible. Donald Faison. I'm a big fan of Scrubs, so it's cool seeing kind of some of the stuff that he originated in. Just a really fun movie that I think holds up really well, especially thematically. The things that it's talking about, and in terms of high school cliques and, being yourself. And was this one of the Shakespeare ones? Was this like a Shakespeare adaptation?
I don't know.
I don't remember if... I feel like it might have been, but I also feel like if I'm saying that and I'm actually talking about 10 Things I Hate About You, then people are going to get mad. So, in any case, Clueless rules. And, we love Amy Heckerling. Oh. Speaking of school, this is college, but Drumline. Classic. I think this might have been early 2000s. Yeah, 2002. Nick Cannon, which, take him or leave him, but Zoe Saldana is incredible in this. I was in my high school's Drumline, and we definitely watched this as a group. Just full of those moments. It's built like a, high school college sports movie, but it's just about the Drumline musical aspect of it. It's just a good time, and it's so early 2000s in a very fun way. Also, P.D. Pablo is in this movie. So any movie where you're putting P.D. Pablo in it, Mr. Freak Leak himself, you're gonna have a good time. Yeah, there you go. Diamonds Are Forever. Classic Sean Connery, James Bond, with Not number one, but probably a top 3 Bond song, I think, of all time. And was later sampled by hip-hop artists who shall not be named, but in a song that's pretty good. So, yeah, love James Bond, and definitely grew up watching them, and yeah, can't ignore, you know, having a Bond movie in the stack. I'm gonna take Casablanca. Humphrey Bogart, Ingrid Bergman, one of those films where you hear about it your whole life, and you know, everyone's like, oh yeah, one of the greatest movies ever made. It's like, yeah, sure. It's, you know, a bunch of people at a club and they're, you know, just talking or whatever. And then you watch it and it's like, oh no, this actually is one of the best movies ever made. Humphrey Bogart's incredible. Humphrey Bogart at last becomes a romantic leading man in a role originally intended for Ronald Reagan. Did not know that. That's some fun trivia. Yeah, I mean, you know, here's looking at you, kid, just like some of the most iconic lines, some of the most iconic scenes, the set, the songs, you know, it's really a fantastic movie, and it totally lives up the hype. So I'm gonna cap it off with an all-time classic. I feel good about that.
Yeah,
I feel really good about that stack. This is like a really good weekend. Thank you to Source Bookstore for hosting this. I mean, come on down, check out the stack room. Is that what you guys call it?
Sure. We can now.
Yeah, I think that's good. And just, you know, everything they got here, it's so much, and it'll take you, you know, all day to go through everything. So I love getting lost in a store like this. And yeah, shout out to Cary Grant Died Here. And, you know, local publications. You got to keep repping them and supporting them. And shout out to the Sheboygan Film Festival, which I am a part of the board of the film festival. We're putting on our second festival first weekend of October, and we've got some really great stuff coming out. And then my short film Ridgeview is playing at Alternating Currents this year, so check that out. And yeah, say hi if you see me around.
Beautiful.